Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Coach White on Monday morning with your PGM, your personal growth moment. Thanks for being here live with me this morning. I'll tell you what a weekend it has been for me, my wife, just the family that's connected to my son, obviously. He is with Oral Roberts University, the bracket busters, the giant killers. Oh man, and my daughters are watching too. They're paying attention all the time. Man, it's just been an exciting roller coaster ride. I tell you what, no one expected Oral Roberts to beat who was it, Ohio State the first night. Then they come back to beat Florida, the Big Ten, and the SEC. I just tell you what, man, the media's blowing up, ESPN's blowing up. If I sound a little hoarse, hello, hello. Hopefully you're there. I don't see myself, but maybe we're on audio. There we are. Okay. The internet's not awake yet here at the White House. And it's saying I'm going back to bed. It went on sleep mode. I'm just joking. But that is a good point because it goes on sleep mode. But yeah, you talk about excitement at the game. You talk about a coaching staff and players that just went, pardon the phrase, but berserk afterward, running everywhere, jumping everywhere, dancing. Yeah, I know. Talk about a ride, man. It's just a once in a lifetime experience. I'm so happy for my son to get to be able to experience that. We get tickets to go experience it as well too. And so I think the next game is Saturday night again against Arkansas, which is now really when you look at Arkansas and Fayetteville and Oral Roberts, they're only 4 hours away from each other. And the last time Oral Roberts played Arkansas, I think was at the beginning of this year, and they were beating Arkansas by 11 in the first half. And then the referees showed up. The game was at Arkansas, so who knows what can happen come Friday night. If ORU wins, it'll be the first time that a 15 seed, I think, gets to the Elite Eight. Which would be a miracle in itself. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. Thanks, Mike and Sherry, for tuning in this morning. Raina, thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much that you're up this morning. And what's this? Oh yeah, well I said my daughter Bailey, who's obviously at ORU, Alexa, who's in New Mexico, and all of them. Yes, I can just put up my daughters out there for being, because my other daughter, she's in Mexico, but she's been texting me like crazy. My other daughter, Bailey, she goes to ORU, so she's just posting some of the funniest things that you've ever seen. I've been cracking up at that and having fun, and she has her videos. She's going nuts. So, and she's going, I got to be at the Sweet 16 game. I got to be at the Sweet 16. I'm going, what? Oh man, but it's been funny. Lorena, thank you for being on here this morning. Steve, just giving folks a little bit of time to get here and join me this morning. It's usually the first 5 minutes is just me just rambling on here. I do want to thank my wife, my technician, for being home. She's been going to Arkansas for a long time, but she's here with me this morning. And it's always good to have her with me. And if you hear this ching, 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 that's the dog running around with his, his collar making noise. Good morning, blessings. Yes, thank you. Blessings back to you too as well. Man, I'm just excited about today. And the week can't go by fast enough, let's put it that way. And if you would keep your prayers out too for all those teams that are over there. They're all in one massive hotel, and they're pretty much quarantined. They stay to certain floors. Food is delivered to them. They have their certain meeting areas where they get to meet. And then one of the teams, Virginia Commonwealth, VCU, went home because someone had COVID on the team, so they were eliminated. They didn't even get to play, which was so sad. And so please be in prayer for them as well, and Bobby Joe's father. And I do want to say this before I go. Congratulations to Chopper and Kristen Ward, who are the new pastors, senior lead pastors of Rock City Harvest Church there in Sherwood, Arkansas. The baton was handed over yesterday in service. The founding father, Pastor Arthur Ward Sr. and Sandy. And so I just want to say congratulations to my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. All right, let's get going this morning. Today I want to talk to you about shoot for par. I don't know if you've ever heard of par, but if you've ever been golfing, you know that each hole has a par. Par is the expected number of strokes to complete that particular hole. Now some holes are short, and you can get there in 3. They say par 3. Or some holes are longer, and they're like 500 yards away, and they say that'll be a par 5. You get 5 strokes to get 3 strokes to get there, and then 2 strokes to putt. That's how it works. So in essence, par is the score that a player is expected to make for a given hole on the golf course. And the great part about par is that you don't have to be an expert to shoot par. Okay, you can be a novice or an average player, and on most courses, public courses, let's put it that way, you can shoot par. Now, if you go one of those expensive country club courses, they're a little bit tougher, and you're going to have to be a little bit better player if you expect to shoot par on those courses. But I figured that life is like golf, and each day there are different goals, different objectives, different requirements that we have to meet on the course, on our way to those goals, to those objectives, okay, to those dreams that you want to fulfill. And if you're golfing, imagine you're golfing right now. Imagine you're on the course to your dream, to your goal, to your vision, to whatever it is that you want to achieve today, tomorrow, next week, or down the road. Let me ask you this. Are you intending to shoot par, or are you just going to go and do whatever it takes to get there? Okay, are you just going to try to finish? Are you just going to try to hope you make it through? Are you going to take whatever score you get along the way? Or are you really going to be determined to go for par? See, true competitors, they don't just try to finish. They don't try to get through it. That doesn't suffice with them. Their goal, those people are determined to make par. Okay, they're not just going to try to make any score and finish up. No, they're going to try to do their best. They're going to be determined to shoot par. Even when I go golfing, I look at the course, the little card. I say it's par. I'm shooting for par every game, every day, because you know what? I know that when I go for par, I'm giving my best. And when I reach par, I know that I've reached the standard that was held for me on that particular situation. Now today, I want to go with you and I want to show you what I'm talking about when I mean by par. Par means priorities. Par means actions, and par means results. Let me go over to tell you that again. PAR means priorities, actions, and results. What are your priorities going on right now? What are your action steps you're going to take? And what kind of results are you looking for in life? All right, let's get going here. Who else has joined us here? Amen. Steve, thank you for being here with us this morning. Number one, priorities. Are you ready? One of your first priorities must be that you must be determined to shoot par, okay? If you're going to get involved in it, then you got to be determined to go after par. See, an expectation of achieving anything less cannot be a priority in your life. I don't have a priority of going halfway, doing things by just enough, or doing things just trying to get through something. No. See, a priority is something that has to be defined as the most important. That's what priority means. What is most important? See, priorities are those boundaries that you set to make sure that you stay out of the rough, stay out of the sand, stay out of the water. Come on now. So you got to ask yourself this week, what is taking precedence in my life? What is the big priority today? What is the big priority tomorrow? What is the big priority this week? You know, I can tell you for ORU basketball, the priority is watching game film and studying the game film to be able to get prepared offensively and defensively for Friday night. That's going to be the priority all week. And obviously keeping everybody safe together so that no one obviously gets COVID. All right. Remember, priorities are those principles. They provide you with a way of knowing what it is I'm after. It brings a level of focus. It brings those blinders in like you see on those racehorses. But just as important it is to have priorities, a person has to be able to reinforce what they're after over and over on a daily basis. You can't slip, you can't forget, you can't wander off. Amen. Because what happens many times, if you're not focused, when you hit that little ball, either you're going to slice, you're going to hook, or you're just going to call dub it. You're just going to hit the top of it and it's going to go a few yards. So again, what are your priorities that you're holding on to for this week? Number two, actions. There has to be what I call a corresponding action. There has to be action steps that are aligned to the desired outcome. So whatever priority I have to have action steps that line up with it so that they will get me there. You know, in golf, you look at, they have a golf bag and it has a ton of different clubs in there. Not a ton, but just a lot of different clubs in there. Okay. And every club that you swing is supposed to give you a specific outcome. There's that wedge, there's that 9-iron, that 7-iron, that 2-iron, there's that driver. They all give you a specific action to give you a certain result. So that's why they have the caddy there, and you look back and forth, and you look in your bag, okay, what action do I need to take? Do I need to lob the ball high under the green? Do I need to hit distance? So the priority has a club, which gives me an action, which gives me a result. Oh man, that's good stuff right there. Amen. So the clubs are designed to help you reach par for that hole. That's what they're designed for. So as you look at your priorities, can you say what I have planned today is going to help me achieve my priority? Is what I have scheduled today going to help me achieve what I'm after? Are the people that I'm associating with today, the people are like the clubs in the bag, are they going to help me reach par for the goal, for the dreams, for the objectives that I have? You know, I love this. I saw this quote by Pablo Picasso, and it says, "What one does is what counts, not what one had the intention of doing." Man, I got to get my eyes ready here. I'm going to say that again. Pablo Picasso said, "What one does is what counts, not what one had the intention of doing." Okay? A lot of us have good intentions, but that doesn't mean things are going to happen. A lot of us have, well, I have an idea that I want to do this, but if there's no action steps connected to it, then how are you going to achieve that? See, you have to translate what you are thinking and what you are visualizing into committed action steps. Yes, you got to get up and you got to do something. What's that? Faith without works is useless. There has to be an action step that connects to what I prioritize, what I'm visualizing, what I'm seeing, what I'm dreaming about. Are you hearing me? So you must begin to make a behavioral choice. Yes, a behavioral choice. And commit to making your priorities manifest in your life. The manifestation of my priorities comes through my actions. All right. And number 3, results. All right. Results are outcomes of thoughts and actions that you implemented in your life. You are where you are right now because of the actions that you have taken or not taken in your life. Results are the harvest from the seeds that you have sown. Yes, what you sow is what you reap. Results are the consequences of the actions performed in the previous days, the previous weeks, the previous months, or the previous year that you've taken in your life. Results are a product, they're hard work, perseverance, and the continued desire to bring into existence your heart's desire. Man, I think I said it last week. People have said, you can be anything you want. No, you can only be what you have a passion for. You can only be what you're willing to put the work in for. You can only be what you're committed to. Okay? So all your efforts should be designed to achieving what you are after in life. Your efforts should revolve around what you want to see manifest in your life. I'm going to say it again. Your efforts should revolve around what you desire to see and what you desire to have manifest in your life. All right? Your thoughts and imaginations must be focused. How do I shoot par? What tools do I have to get to shoot par? All right. Who do I need in my life to shoot par? All right. You want to make sure that each and every minute counts and is dedicated towards achieving the results that you want to achieve. Gosh, this is good stuff this morning. I'm glad God gave it to me yesterday before we went on our trip. So do not allow other people or events to divert your attention or sabotage your actions. Spend time on the things that are supportive, that are relative, and that give you the desires that you're after so that you can live motivated. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Have a great week and shoot par.